Throughout all of my self-improvement journey, I always thought that visualizations was like this wishy-washy stuff and it didn't work. I tried it a couple times, and even for the latest period of my life, I've tried it and I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't really work. No, 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 it's just like some weird shit that spiritual people talk about. They're sitting there imagining their life. I always thought it was fucking weird, but I realized that it actually works only if you apply it in the right way. Because the other day I was at this club championship at my local badminton club, and I was playing the final in the single, like where I play alone versus one other guy. I was playing the final in my category, and in badminton you say like 3 sets. So I win like the first part of the match, and then if I win like the second set, then there won't be any more sets. But let's say I win a set, you win a set, then there's a third one. So you play like a set to 21, so you have to get 21 points. And I lost the first set, and I realized I actually want to win. Like, I had come this far and played like hard in all the other matches. I wanted to win. And this guy that I was playing against, he was better than me. I knew he had been playing for so many years. He was always that a bit better than me. But I was like, no, I want to win. Today is the day that I win. So when the break happened of like the first till the second set, there's like a little break. I was sipping my water, literally closing my eyes, and the only thing I could imagine was just when I smashed the shuttlecock down over on his side of the court. And then me just going absolutely crazy, saying, yeah, and getting up onto the leaderboard, standing there with the opponent next to me, like lower than me being in the first place, and they're coming up with the gifts and shit. That was the only thing that I could imagine. I kept on imagining that while I'm sipping the water there in the break, literally just imagining how it's gonna feel. And I kept on imagining that throughout the match. If I would lose a point, if I was gain a point, I would still imagine that. Even when I was literally playing the round, I would literally imagine that. And I managed to win the second set, so now it's in third set. I was like, shit, I can make this happen now. And I kept imagining it. And I was like almost autistic. I had to force myself to do it. I literally was like, you have to keep imagining it. And as time passed on, I got more and more convinced. Like, I didn't even see it as a possibility to lose. I didn't consider that. It wasn't a possibility. Like, I wouldn't let my brain think of losing. That couldn't happen. If you would walk onto the court and ask me, do you know that you can lose? I would say, no, I can't lose. It's not a possibility. I hadn't thought about it. I had ingrained it so much in my mind that I was going to win. I would do every single thing it takes, because the only thing I could imagine was how it would feel when that last smash would happen. And I won. And guess what happened in the third set? I won. And exactly what I played out in my mind, me completely shouting and being so happy that I won and dropping down to the floor and praising God. Exactly what happened. Every single thing I had imagined up here happened. And this was when I realized that visualizations are so powerful. It all made sense because your brain doesn't actually know the difference between reality and imagination. So think about how powerful that is towards your goals, towards every single thing in your life. You can just visualize it beforehand, ingrain how it's going to go into your mind, and then that's how it's going to turn out in real life. Because think about it, I had already played out the moments of me winning. Like, in my mind, I had already played that out. It had already happened inside of my mind. So I knew how I was going to execute that in the real life. And it's the same. I visualized my day. Like, I planned the day before in the evening. And then I visualized the day. So I have already been through the whole day. And then that made it so much easier to be productive the next day, because, I've already been through the day. When you look at it that way, you realize how powerful visualizations is. And when you do it in that actual practical level, where you're not sitting there saying to yourself, I'm good, I'm great, I don't watch social media. When you actually do it like practical level, say to yourself the good thing, and that in the end you can only imagine that. If you tell yourself every single day that you will get 1,000 subscribers, you keep on imagining that moment when you check on the YouTube analytics, you see 1,000 subscribers. If you keep imagining that, there is no not getting to 1,000 subscribers. That's the only possibility, because that's what your brain thinks is reality. That's what your brain think will happen, and it will, because as I said, your brain can't see the difference between reality and imagination. So use that to your advantage. It's literally like the best hack. Like you can do everything beforehand. You can just play it out in your mind. You're clearly interested in self-improvement videos just like this one, so go down and click the subscribe button. It's a win-win for me and you. Also remember to check out the Discord server. It's the first link in the description. And last but not least, put one foot in front of the other.